Vijayadashmi, Dussehra. It's a festival in India, Indian festival. What is the significance? And it is preceded by Navaratri, means 9 nights before that of worship, and then thus means 10. Vijayadashmi means the 10th day of victory. So it's all deeply symbolic. They intercept these various rituals and prayers through the day, through the year, to remind you that your mission and purpose in life is nothing but enlightenment, to get to the self. So, what are these 9 nights, right? The 9 days of prayer. The first 3 days is prayers to Durga. Durga means Dur, evil, Ga, casting off evil. So, it means you have to remove your negative tendencies, selfish negative tendencies. The next 3 days is Lakshmi. Lakshmi represents prosperity, positivity. You must cultivate your positive tendencies. So when the negative is subdued and the positive is encouraged, such a mind alone is prepared for spiritual knowledge, which is the last 3 days to Saraswati, who is the goddess of knowledge. And knowledge is not enough by itself. Saraswati plays the veena, right? Which symbolizes, it's a musical instrument, symbolizes devotion. Knowledge must be accompanied by devotion. And Saraswati rides on a swan, which has a unique capacity to separate milk from water. It's all symbolic. With knowledge, you separate matter and spirit. You are able to understand this is matter, this is the spirit, the self. I must not get involved in matter, I must pursue the spirit. The normal people can't do that. Just as nobody can distinguish milk from water, only that swan can do it, on whose back rides knowledge, Saraswati. So it's all deeply symbolic. And with the knowledge, you finally negate all this selfishness, egocentric desires, which is the 10th day, Vijayadashmi, the day of victory, where traditionally they burn effigies, right, of Ravana and his accompanying demons, Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, whatever. They used to do 3, these 3. So Ravana, as I was explaining yesterday also, has 10 heads, is a demon. So this is what he's talking about here, the bondage of action. 5 heads represent the 5 organs of perception. And the other 5 heads, the 5 organs of action. So you are enslaved by this demon of 10 heads. When you have selfish, egocentric desires, you become enslaved by perception. Your body constantly demands perception. Your eyes demand color and form. That's why the whole world is crazy after vacation. What is vacation? Eyes. I want to see different colors and forms, different places, different scenery. It's all sensual. Color and form for your eyes, taste for your tongue, smell for your nose, touch for your skin. Oh, it's becoming winter. Now let's go to somewhere warmer. Just skin. You're such a slave of your skin, how it feels with the air outside. It's absurd, literally. And sound for the ear. Who are the biggest celebrities in the world who can tickle your eardrum for an hour or two? Concert. What is it? It's just eardrum. The ear bounces in a particular way. Can you believe what a slave we are, or what? Just a eardrum, your nose, sense, your eyes, skin. You don't even know because it's happened from the day you were born. You're already enslaved. That's Ravana, the demon. So, once you gain the knowledge, it's not that you don't enjoy the senses, but you understand there's something far superior, far more longer lasting than mere senses, which is the self. You will cast off this bond of action. So it has to be knowledge backing your action. This is what he calls Buddhi Yoga, the wisdom of yoga, of action. So you must see how every verse, every concept, every festival, every ritual, every prayer is aligned. This is going on for thousands of years. Unfortunately, we've lost everything. Now it's become a time for sensual enjoyment. Exactly what it's the opposite of. A whole year you're doing that. At least this time don't do it. And whole year you're doing it, this time is little more. That's what it's become. So Swamiji wrote this book, this one, the symbolism of Hindu gods and rituals. Very interesting, thin book. And so I tell people, instead of giving all these sweets and all to people who are overfed anyway, why don't you give the gift of knowledge during these festivals and all? So this is a very popular book people give to their friends and all. But the one book, if you want to give spiritual knowledge, is the Vedanta treatise, which we study on Saturdays. That has the whole works. But who's ready for spiritual knowledge? So people want this. What does Ganesha mean? What does Shiva mean? What does Diwali mean? What does Dussehra mean? All that is there in this book.